But first, Stephanie, Bertini is here with the latest updates on the victims and what President Biden had to say this afternoon. Stephanie.
Arthur, 3 people were shot, one of them fatally. President Biden condemning the attempted assassination. Former President Trump was injured with a bullet hitting one ear, but he isn't letting this stop him.
At a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, former President Donald Trump behind the podium. Shots fired and then chaos. Now the nation contending with the realization that this was an assassination attempt.
Last night, I spoke with Donald Trump. I'm sincerely grateful that he's doing well and recovering, and we had a short but good conversation. There's no place in America for this kind of violence, or any violence for that matter. An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation.
This is President Biden during a briefing in the Situation Room.
The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is.
The shooter killed by the Secret Service after firing at former President Trump from a rooftop on Saturday. He's identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. The former president is said to be okay. Here he is in his first sighting after the incident, deboarding a plane at Newark International Airport. Trump spent the night at his golf club in Bedminster. Back in Pennsylvania, Governor Josh Shapiro speaking out today.
The assassination attempt on the former president, Donald Trump, last night was absolutely unacceptable and tragic.
The governor expressing relief the former president survived and remorse over the 3 people who were shot in the crowd. 2 of them are in critical condition. Husband, father, and former firefighter Corey Comparator was killed. He was shot after he dove on his family to protect them.
Corey was an avid supporter of the former president and was so excited to be there last night with him in the community.
The former president on Truth Social saying it was God alone who prevented the unthinkable from happening. The former president extending love to the victims and their families and promising to continue his campaign in full force. Trump looking forward, he said, to speaking to our great nation this week from Wisconsin.
The former president left this afternoon for Wisconsin, where the Republican National Convention opens tomorrow. Arthur.
All right, thank you very much, Stephanie.